Okay. Blah blah. Taylor X Nolan. Weep. I can't be bothered reading all that. Oh god, are they fighting already? Okay. I'll be handing back your test at the end of the period. The class average was about 83, so good work everyone! For the last unit before this independent study and exam review, I'm going to give you something much easier than the last few have been. I know you're all exhausted. So now we're going to be taking a look at some short stories, specifically Edgar Allan Poe. It shouldn't take more than half an hour to read the first one. Once you're all done, there's a couple of questions that I'll put up on the board to answer, but they're all very straightforward. This isn't going to be strenuous. I let them go to reading. I don't really have any intentions of presenting this as being easy, but given the abysmal test scores, I think I need to restrain myself. They're clearly all struggling. As I copy out the easier questions I read last night, that's all I can think about. Maybe this just isn't my week at all. Maybe it's just not their week. The class seems as stressed as I am. Well, I never did expect this to be an easy job. Prep period. Somehow, when my prep period has arrived, I find myself forced into the classroom again. I have got to talk to the teacher who keeps using my office for frivolous things with absolutely nothing to do. At least this time, I don't feel bad about spending the entire time checking up my students' AMI Connect pages. It's not like I have anything better to do. Speaking of... blah blah... shittier things. Oh, what? No, what? No, what? No. Oh, no. What's going on? Although I certainly wonder about the class. I'm pretty sure that they should have better things to do right now. At least I'm not the only one whose class they chat through. Somehow it makes me feel at least a little bit better knowing that. But before I continue, I really should check those messages. The indicator's blinking 1. Say... Ah! Ah! What? What? But he was but he was enjoying being with you. No! No! Fuck. There we go, I should be caught up enough by now. Only a little bit though, there's not really much to feel great about. What the hell's going on here? Next morning. My walk to school is quiet as always. I'm really grateful that I'm not in the middle of a terribly busy neighbourhood. I can just take a quiet side streets all the way there. I arrive as early as I normally should. No surprise, the classroom is empty. I get to clearing up my desks and getting my notes ready for class. I've been there for only a few minutes when there's a knock on the door. Strange, it's open. That never happens. I turn as an unfamiliar woman walks in. Excuse me, are you Mr. Rook? The office told me I could find him here. That's me, John. But you have me at a disadvantage. What? Her temper seems short. Never mind. How can I help you? I'm Ichigo Yamazaki. I understand that you're my son's homeroom teacher. Oh, so you're Akira's mother? Yes, that's right. Maybe you can explain to me something. Does this school not have a strict policy about bullying? Oh. Oh. Oh! See, I knew no one likes him. I knew it! And you. I don't trust you, woman. Yeah, of course. Then maybe you can explain why my son immediately locked himself into his room when he got home last night. And maybe you can explain why I had to deal with his poor boyfriend knocking at our door in tears. Do you not care about bullying when it's gay students? Is that it, Mr. Rook? Because I am certainly not paying tuition for teachers to be Whoa! No, please, calm down. Okay, so I was sort of worried that she wouldn't be okay with Akira being gay, but apparently she's fine with it. Okay, cool. This is about Taylor. Do I get a chance to expel Taylor? I hope so. She was about to accuse me of being homophobic? And I know that Akira broke up with Nolan, but does that have anything to do with me? I had no idea, for what it's worth. I thought Akira and Nolan's relationship was extremely healthy, and encouraged it. But I'm not responsible for them breaking up. It's hard for both. But that's just part of being a teenager. It's out of my control. Do you know why they broke up, Mr. Rook? No? Actually, this is the first time I've heard of it. I can think of at least one reason why, but I can't admit to that. She never said anything to him in front of me. He never told me about her messages. As far as I should know, it didn't happen. Then maybe you should be paying better attention. Akira showed me a series of harassing messages that this girl Taylor had sent. It's completely unacceptable. And yesterday, she cornered him at lunch to tell him that, quote, a fag like him could never make Nolan happy, unquote. And that was being selfish for dating a straight boy. Can you imagine how hurtful that must have been? That is completely unacceptable. What are you going to do about this? She said, what? Okay. That is most definitely grounds for dealing with her. As I'm shocked as she seems to be, and that's absolutely appalling. I never thought Taylor would stoop that low. That's far worse than I imagined. At least she was subtle in her messages, but that's appalling. I can't believe she... Miss Yamazaki, you have my utmost assurances. She is not going to go without reprimand. That is not acceptable. I promise you, Mom, I will straighten her out. We do have a strict anti-bullying policy, and I'm personally shocked and offended by her actions. And that's the truth. I should hope so. I just want to make it perfectly clear. I don't want to be antagonistic. Akira likes you, and says you're a good teacher. But if I ever hear about her doing anything to either my boy or Nolan again... Oh, she cares about Nolan. Get going, you! Then she'll be expelled. I'll see to it personally. It's not okay. That's the bottom line, Mrs. Yamazaki. Okay, that's good. I'm glad to hear it. I have to get to work now, but I'll be keeping up. You seem decent enough. I'm sorry we had to meet under these circumstances. Me too. She turns to leave. I stop with one more question, but what's the question? Yeah, I want as much information as I can. Wait, Mrs. Yamazaki. She turns back to face me. Yes, Mr. Rook? How are they doing? Is Akira doing better? I'm glad you asked. They're back together, if that's what you mean. Akira was feeling vulnerable, but Nolan, the sweetheart, stayed over all night to make sure he was okay. I think he's doing a lot better now. Nolan was furious, though. He was holding in a lot when he heard what Taylor had said for Akira's sake. He was trying to be brave, but I worry about it. That's rough. He always seems sensitive about the subject, too. Oh, so you understand. Well, I think he'll be fine. They're a good influence on each other. Just please, deal with Taylor before Nolan makes a rash decision. I'm about to object to say that sounds awful. Threatening. But to be honest, if I had someone do that to someone I loved, I would probably do something stupid too. I'm not going to hold it against either. So as long as he doesn't act on it. I will. Thank you. Goodbye now. Bye. Tough words from me, talking about having her expelled. I have no idea what that process is like, but tuition here isn't exactly cheap. It would probably be very difficult. Not that Taylor knows that, it's a good threat anyway. I really hope it won't come to testing it. I go back to my desk, trying to get my thoughts back in order. I'm going to have to deal with Taylor later, of course, but I still have a class to teach today. I start to focus on that, reviewing my notes just to be sure as the class slowly comes in. Hi, Mr. Rock. Hi! She goes to sit down without saying another word. I guess she probably can tell that I'm stressed. Eventually the rest of the class starts to file in, although I'm really interested in a certain pair who come in at the same time. Wait. Nolan. Akira? Hi, sir. Sup? Oh, I'm sorry about the uniform, but it's... Relax. Nobody cares about the dress code. That's not what I was going to say. Oh. I heard about what happened. I'm gonna have some very strong words with her, so Nolan, I know you're probably still angry, but let me handle it, okay? Fine. You're gonna deal with that bitch. I can tell he's holding in a lot stronger words than that. He's probably more than a little embarrassed. He wants to be a strong man, protecting his boyfriend, I imagine. But it's better if I deal with it. Easy. I'll talk to her. But you have to be calm. And Akira? Next time there's something wrong, tell me right away, okay? Okay, sir. T.Y. Here, bro. You're welcome. I just wish you'd told me. I would have dealt with it sooner. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. T.Y., sir. Uh-huh. I sit back down at the desk, watching Nolan comfort Akira before they take their seats. I've never seen him like that before, and I can tell beneath the calmness Nolan's definitely angry. I can't imagine how he must be feeling. This must be the most goddamned emasculating experience possible, and I definitely feel bad for him. Hard to feel like a man when you have to get your boyfriend's mother to get your teacher to deal with your problems. There's no shame there. But I bet he thinks there is. It's gonna be painful. Finally, the entire class arrives. I should get ready to start. Before I begin... Taylor! Yeah, Mr. Rock? In my office, right after last class. Is that understood? Okay. Good. Now, onto the story that you're all supposed to read you through last night. 3:55 p.m. Aww. I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with Taylor yet, but I'm definitely going to make it clear that's not to try this sort of bullshit again. Taylor's probably already on her way to my office. Before I go, I should take a break to see if there are any new 12 channel posts. Yes, indeed. 12 channel. Okay. Blah blah blah. Right, okay, cool. Well, that's enough dawdling for me. Time to go. Hi, Mr. Rock. Hello? Why don't you have a seat? This music... Okay, this is a bit of something that isn't that good. It does not fit with the tone of what's probably going to happen. And, does it remind you a little bit of Spyro? Because it reminds me a little bit of Spyro. Hello, why don't you have a seat? She sits down, trembling. What's this about? Taylor, don't insult my intelligence. You know exactly what this is about. Oh, it's about Kara? What did he tell you? He seemed very upset for some reason, like he was blaming me for... Oh, hell, no you don't. I don't even want to hear what the ridiculous story she's going to tell. I preempt her deciding on my approach. How should I handle this? Angry. No, just shut up, Taylor. I'm not interested in the bullshit, okay? She seems taken back. At least now I have her attention. It's about time someone stops putting up with her shit and has been getting away with it because it's behind my back for far too long. I heard the whole story. With all given respect, what the hell is wrong with you? If I didn't know you better, I would have even believed it. Oh, wouldn't even believe it. This is archetypal crazy ex-girlfriend story. You're a cliché. You're an insane cliché. How could you possibly be such an awful person to? Did you not consider his feelings? What could have convinced you that harassing some poor boy into dumping his boyfriend was okay? Do you not understand how horrible that is? I don't care! Fine, put his feelings ahead of mine. Let the girl cry. Rush in to defend the boy. I don't care about his fucking feelings. What do you even say to that? It's kind of sociopathic. Side school policy. Yeah. Well, you better start getting, because school policy is pretty clear on this matter. Anyone causing persistent, deliberate emotional distress can be expelled without refund. She goes quiet, realizing just how serious I am. Expelled is probably a big word when your father's paying for your expensive private school tuition. There's a long pause as I let that sink in. Well, that's retarded. That's bullshit. That's retarded. So what? Akira gets to be totally sheltered at my expense? What's that gonna be like for him? In the real world, he's not going to be able to go crying to his teacher for help there. Taylor! In the real world, what you've done is called harassment. Any employer would fire you on the spot. I'm being really accommodating here by giving you a second chance when I don't have to. You could be expelled. I'm willing to do it. Come on. All you have to do here is be a decent human being and not treat a boy like shit. Is that hard? Is that really so hard that you'd get yourself expelled for it? She goes quiet. She can tell, I hope, that there's absolutely nothing she can say to dig her way out of this. She sighs and she seems to swallow her pride. Fine. You're right. Start. I know. Just cut the shit, okay? I don't know what your problem is, but you're abusing the people around you, and it has to stop. Look, go home, Taylor, just go home. Think about what you've done, and then don't ever do it again. Just don't. That's all you have to do, it's not hard. The indignant look on her face is gone. Now she's just quiet. Don't be a bitch, okay? That's all I'm asking. Don't be a bitch, and you won't be expelled. Simple. Okay. That's all, you can go now. She walks away quietly, and I don't have a clue what she's thinking. Was I too harsh? Not harsh enough? I don't know, I really don't know. I guess it went as well as it possibly could. That night, I've been lying in bed for the past hour. I just can't get to sleep. Every time I started to drift off, all I could think about was how awful things went today. Just absolutely awful for everyone. Really, I have done. This one. Huh? Nana say, who's that? Tell me, John Rook. She wants to know why. It's the Shinigami! She's got my email! She wants to know why. Why, John? You could have saved her. You could have stopped her. I tried. Or worse, I get woken up by these creepy messages. Next lunch. Another weird mix of people in class for lunch today. Well, not that weird, I suppose. I feel tired and awful. I didn't get much sleep night in the end. So, Taylor didn't show up for class. Oh, not a single fuck was given that day. Oh, come on. I'm not going to defend her, but she has a lot going on. She doesn't deserve that. I'm sorry, but I can't really disagree with Kendall. What she did was appalling. While I completely agree, let's not gossip about it, guys. It's being dealt with. I don't think what we need is more talking about her behind her back. Whatevs. Has purged her wall. Oh. Why did you let her die? You could have saved her. Why? I'm gonna read. They have gone to the effort of doing this. I'm gonna read every single one of them. Why? That was fun. Sleep deprived and... What the hell is going on with these messages? They remind me of Isabella, of course. And I have to wonder, could I have helped her? Or could things have gone just as poorly as they did with Taylor? And what the hell is going on with here? At least the Taylor thing is explainable. She has fucking problems. But this... what's going on? Ooh, things are getting really interesting now. Oh wait, I don't have the save button. I'll get through this bit. I don't think it'll be any much of interest, but I have been asked specifically to pass on this message to anyone in my class. The Midwinter Dance this year is going to be held in conjunction with DCTI, a public school with a few blocks away. Apparently this means they'll be able to afford to make a quiet... My phone's ringing. Nothing's going to let me end this video, is it? Sam of the League of Nerdy Gentlemen bids you adieu. Oh wait, I don't have the save button. I'll get through this bit. I don't think it'll be any much of interest, but I have been asked specifically to pass on this message to anyone in my class. The Midwinter Dance this year is going to be held in conjunction with DCTI, a public school with a few blocks away. Apparently this means they'll be able to afford to make a quiet... My phone's ringing. Nothing's going to let me end this video, is it? Let's try ending this again, shall we? Apparently that means they'll be able to afford to make it quite an extravagant affair. It's semi-formal, tickets at $80, and it's on December the 7th. Which isn't actually midwinter, it's like 2 weeks before. Outstanding. Well, if anyone's interested, let me know. I put the note away, rolling my eyes as if there's anyone in class who would care. Anyway, I figure none of them really seem the types for school dances. Now, moving right on to the homework from last night. Girls Before Flowers. Right, I can save now. So yeah, wait, what? Oh. Okay, yeah, okay, fantastic. Thanks for joining me on this. I said my goodbyes once, they were probably better the last time. Bye!